Class of 2020.
Today we have the unique privilege of standing united with one voice,
with one message,
and with one purpose.
To celebrate and memorialize time.
The timeline of your journey from kindergarten to this historic end to your high school career.
Time is always marked by important memories, key milestones, and momentous occasions.
Those events signify that life as we know it has changed, that something else is coming.
It's a strange place to find yourselves because time allows you to exist briefly in two realms.
On one hand, you mourn what's lost. On the other, you look to the future in anticipation of the next step in the journey.
With each of these occasions, it is inevitable that our sense of familiar shifts.
Our normal becomes old news, our expectations transform, and then time, without regard for how these events have affected us, marches on.
Sometimes with the cadence of a slow, easy walk, sometimes with jarring and abrupt fits and starts, and sometimes with almost overwhelming speed.
Regardless of the pace, though, we can allow these experiences to leave the most indelible impressions and cement themselves in our hearts and minds.
And we do.
This has been true for you, the graduating class of 2020, for all of your lives, because your timelines have already been marked with a series of momentous events, all of which have been history makers.
Most of you were born in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, arguably one of the most significant and challenging events of our history.
And while you were learning to sit up and to crawl and walk and talk, your families and your communities and your leaders all had to face unexpected, unparalleled events and work through the uncertainty and insecurity that they forced upon us.
And they did.
During your kindergarten year, Steve Jobs introduced the world's first smartphone, which ultimately influenced how we communicate, how we teach and learn, and how we work.
As time passed and you moved through grade school, transitioning from one milestone to the next, losing your first tooth, learning to ride a bike, earning your first award or trophy. The evolution of technology impacted us in ways that we couldn't quite fully understand.
Social networking continued to evolve. Communities and businesses began to interact through multiple platforms, and the workforce began to offer work-from-home options.
Eventually, you began using this technology to capture your own milestones and memories on apps such as Instagram and through Twitter and Snapchat. Your friends and families, your communities and your leaders, and even you needed to keep moving.
And you did.
And now, as seniors preparing to exit school, your timelines are marked by yet another momentous occasion, and that will alter all of your lives moving forward. A graduation event occurring in the middle of a pandemic.
You began your senior year as part of the lockstep, steady march towards your traditional month of May senior events.
You had a plan. You had a vision. You were secure in knowing what to expect next.
And then it all unexpectedly stopped, which may have caused you to look at your immediate future with a sense of insecurity and uncertainty.
Some of you may even be asking yourselves, am I prepared? Or will I know what to do next? The answers are simple.
You are and you will.
Because of the earmarks of your historic timelines have been preparing you all along. You are prepared to face down the insecurity that comes with change and not having a set path.
Because you are dreamers and action takers.
And in time, you will open the doors of opportunity when you encounter them.
You are prepared to use times of uncertainty to explore, to make difficult decisions, and to take strategic chances because you are innovators and problem solvers.
And in time, you will help your families, your colleagues, and your communities find a new and productive way forward.
You are prepared to meet unexpected challenges with creative thought and inspirational acts because you are the trailblazers and history makers. And in time, you will design the new technologies and discover the new solutions for all of us.
And now, instead of being able to gather together as a community to recognize and celebrate your accomplishments,
we instead find ourselves simultaneously moving away from the tradition
and facing with anticipation how our new normal will allow us this unprecedented opportunity to highlight not only your accomplishments, but to showcase how prepared you are to move along your timelines towards your next great milestones.
Maya Angelou, poet laureate, said,
all great accomplishments require time.
And as you will see here today, you are well on your way.
In addition to the impressive recognitions evident here, you will also be reminded how many of you have already spent time as civic-minded community contributors.
You will see in the faces of your friends and classmates those who have already begun promising careers as advocates for equality, as spokespeople for those who haven't yet found their voice, and as caregivers for those in need.
And you will see in the faces the people who bring us, those who have walked this path before you, confidence, optimism, and hope for what time will bring next, because you do.
We offer our heartfelt congratulations to the historic class of 2020.
It is definitely your time.
Your time.
Your time.
Your time.
Your time.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good day, Joppatowne's class of 2020. I'd like to congratulate everyone for making it through this hectic year. I'd like to thank God for allowing me to be alive to reach this moment. I'd also like to quickly thank my family, teachers, close friends, and coaches for pushing me towards this moment. I would not have been able to reach this moment alone. The world we exist in today holds many dangers, illnesses, wars, and other societal problems, to name a few, but somehow we were able to reach this beautiful day. Back in 2016, though it feels like mere weeks ago, we entered Joppatowne's doors not sure what to expect. We quickly grew to love the school as time took its course. As we entered our sophomore year, we were already familiar with those ways and customs. By junior year, we knew every nook and cranny of the school, from the cafeteria classrooms to staircase number 5. But our only focus was on the biggest year, the senior year. The beginning of senior year was like the calm before a storm. It passed with its cool breeze and eventful spirit week and homecoming to packed playoff basketball games. But just as the calm came, the storm was sure to follow. A sudden outbreak would end up ripping the remainder of our senior year from our tight grasp. We will never be able to ever get this year back, but what we will have forever with us are the memories and bonds we formed within the walls of the building we call Joppatowne High School. Although the year was cut short, we formed precious relationships with those around us, both physically and virtually. Just as this class holds a special place in my heart, I hope it holds one in yours. I will always love the greatest class, the best class, the class of 2020.
Greetings to the Joppatowne High School class of 2020. We've finally made it to this major milestone. We're graduating. We were part of a graduating class for the ages. From the beginning, we all knew this year would be unforgettable. Even though it didn't end the way we expected, we were a part of history, and nothing can take that away from us. We've had some great times along the way, from Spirit Week to basketball games to our last blissfully ignorant days in school. Though these last few months have been tough, we have great things ahead of us. We're going to college, trade school, or the military. Wherever our path takes us, and however tough it may be, we will push through. We've lived through so much in our lifetimes, and this pandemic is just the latest hill for us to climb. It may seem impossible, but we will get through it. As we start this next chapter of our lives, let's not forget what got us here. Our hard work, the relationships we formed, and our countless memories are all something to be cherished and remembered. Our 4 years here at Joppatowne have been great ones, and I'd like to thank the teachers, staff, and students for making it a place I wanted to go to every day. Graduation can be a sad time as we leave behind the last 4 years of our lives, but we can take comfort in the fact that we have so much in front of us. I will certainly never forget my time here, and while I'm excited for what's to come, it's with a heavy heart that I say goodbye to the class of 2020.
Welcome to the Joppatowne graduation of 2020. This generation has been through quite a lot. We were born during the 9/11 attack, one of the worst tragedies in history, and are now facing a pandemic of global proportions. The world we have known has been nothing from a fairy tale. We have faced challenges that few could have predicted and conquered them. We have grown up during wars and fires and sickness, something that sounds almost biblical. All those events have challenged us to work harder and be better. Now that we are standing here today, on the cusp of entering the adult world, we have obviously succeeded. Our friends and family have supported us, our teachers and mentors have guided us. Now it is our turn to be the guides. We have the ability to change the world, to shape it as we wish. Today represents the true beginning of the responsibilities and opportunities in our lives. It is now our time to bear the torch. This is to prove all that we have learned and to make the future better than the past. As we get ready to begin our careers, serve our country, go to even more Zoom meetings, school, we have to say goodbye to all the great people that have been our family for all these 4 years, and a place that has been our second home. They say you can never really go home. This will be especially true for us because after the remodel, everything will have changed. In conclusion, I would like to offer the class of 2020 the best of luck in 3 simple words. Veni Vidi Vici. We came, we saw, we conquered.
Good evening. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Joppatowne High School class of 2020. My name is Pamela Ziegler, and I have the honor of being principal of Joppatowne High School. As we know, graduation is an important milestone in the life of each student here today, one that will be remembered for a lifetime. There are many people who have been instrumental in making this graduation a reality. Included would be our assistant principals, school counselors, teachers, secretaries, support staff, and those at central office. I want to applaud all of their efforts with special recognition to the senior class advisor, Erica Kelly, and 12th grade administrator, Joseph Connolly. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates before you have been accepted to over 106 colleges and universities. I am proud to announce that several of them will be going into the armed forces and are headed directly into the world of work. The class of 2020 has been awarded over $5.8 million in scholarship money. Thank you again for joining us with the graduation ceremony for the Joppatowne High School class of 2020. Jasmine MARYANN Adams. Savannah Rose Adams. Abunaluwa Esther Adalola. Nicholas Ryan Allard. Michaela Paola Amaya. Alexander Lewis Arsenal. Lana Maria Avery. Joseph Azator. Devin Jordan Barber. Jade Alyssa Karen Bardroff. Alexis Ann Barlow. Jordan Anthony Barmer. Kyle Anthony Beck. Grace Marie Bennett. Janiece MONAE Bennett.
Jayshawn Michael Bennett.
Antoine Darrell Billinger Bay. Aisha Amubalale Benyuyo. Justice Maximus Jesse Black. Tiffany Ann Marie Bowerman.
Zamira Trentz Brinson. Alan York Brown III. Connor Wayne Bullock. AJANI Malik Campbell, Felicia Petona Campbell, Ethan Michael Castaneda, Kira Da Silva Castillo, Savannah Joy Chadwick, Jayton Anik Nicole Cheeks, Amaya Valdesa Christie, Ariana Christina Clark, TYRA Rebecca Coleman, Thais Loren Colon, Brianna Taisha Corbin, Yakira Nikal Corley, Ayana Jeremiah Crippen, Charisma Antoinette Crowder, Amaya Kyan Cutting, Kayla Alaze Davis,
Laisha Latil Davis, Brady Patrick Day, Jonathan Ramos de Leon, Emmanuel Amilcar Diaz Gavera, ARIYA ANIAH Douglas, Leoki Soban Dow, Siembra Nicole Dupree, Erin Victoria Eilers, Donald Albert Leo Ellis, Emily May Ellis, Kyrie Raventay Ellis, Mafese Elongo, Daisy Espinoza, KERON Kime Fairclough,
Shamar Connor Fallin,
Sienna Alisa Feliciano, Emma Grace Flannery,
Ramon Angel Garcia,
Deja LaShawn Gibbons, Noelle Sarah Gibson,
Joseon Angelo Gonzalez Quinones, Myasia My Soul Amir Green, Star Elizabeth Higgins Tan, Kayla Amaya Hill, Catalina Gabriella Housley, Sarah Ann Hudson. Scott Thomas Hudson. Jose Augusto Isalis Velasquez. Darien Isaiah Jackson. Eric Miles Jackson. Kamara Ziaja Basha Jeremiah. Haley Nicole Jett. Damian Jamar Johnson, Jr. Alea Loren Jones. Jalen Montez Jones. Christopher Brian Calambihis. Jasmeet Kaur. Rashad William Keene. Foliyeme Alawade Malade Kolawale. Jai Sean Michael Lee.
Stephanie Brooke Luschner. Caillou Elijah Mack. Rose Margaret Renee Madera. Alpha May Della Cruz Manabot. Lucia Montserrat Martinez Sanchez. Jaden Cole Martinez. Sierra Desiree Martinez. Maya Andrea McCall. Riza Carmel McDonald. Anthony Joseph McCullough. Devin Tyler McCullough. Jacob William McElroy. Samuel Sekou Fabici McGill. John James McNamara. Ethan Ross Michaelick. Kamani Ahmad Mitchell. Camille Celeste Moore. Imani Michelle Moore. James Rondell Munlin, Jr. Jasmine Nova Myrick.
Alvin Eduardo Navarro Lagos. Kevin Lewis Newby, Jr. Leah Christina Newton. Grace Juanita Nyeswa. Toby Chukwu Madua Buki Okafor. David Efron Ortega Espinoza. Kiara Sandra Oteza. Sean Pagar. Cameron Sebastian Page. Alyssa Michaela Pickett. Yvette Nicole Pinnock. Julia Elaine Polar. Janaea Annette Ray Taylor. Zanique Ty Reed. Alejandra Nicole Rivera Arenas. Luz Angelique Rivera. Jediah Hakeem Robin. Karina Cyan Robinson. Aaron Roca Astorga. Michael Angelo Rodriguez Tapia.
Lauren Elizabeth Sachs. Alex David Shaw. Matthew Michael Sheriff. Randy Allen Simmons. Devin Ellis Smith. Jayla Viola Smith. Nathaniel Raymond Smith. Janella Agaton Sotoya. Desmond Shamar Stepp. Elijah Zachary Stepp. Robert McQuellen Stewart IV. Khalil Parnell Stewart. Diana Sanaya Suber. Danielle Nicole Suggs. Radslaw Jersey Shefwick. Jakeem Alexander Trent. Jonathan Warren Trussell. Corey Derek Trusty Jr. Daquan Rayshawn Turner. James Michael Van Horn.
Sarah Healy Vargas Gonzalez. Franklin Aldahir Vasquez. Sharad Murray Walker. Austin Charles Walther. Andrea Rose Waters. Bruce Anthony Webb. Morgan Harmon Weller. Courtney LaShawn White. Kaya Noah Elaine Whitley. Simone Nayla Williams Ingram. Shane Maurice Williams. Tasha Monea Wilson. Brianna Anaya Wingate. Kirsten Tyler Edith Wise. Daisha Tabana Witherspoon. Adrian Lamont Wright Jr. Julian Kirk Douglas Young. Idell James Usey.
To the Joppatowne High School Class of 2020, this is our time. Congratulations. Please turn your tassels.